from the TriJam studio in Woodbury, New Jersey, this is TriJam with Kyle Maack, Shay Davis, and Will Wright.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This bell looks like a boob. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back for another exciting episode of the TriJam Podcast. Exciting for many reasons. One reason being that as far as the main cast go, we're 2 cards short of a cigar.
That's how they go? What? 2 cards of a cigar.
Is that how that goes?
2 cards?
Hey, where are the white women at?
Sorry, I'm reading this thing wrong.
Wait, what was that? Hit the first one, though.
Where are the white women at? Hey, where are the white women at?
I think that's racist, isn't it?
That's very racist.
That's what I wanted.
Okay. So, yeah, Shay Davis is not here, and then our friend who's been filling in for us as a guest co-host, Stormy P, is not here this week. However, today is a landmark occasion because... I like that. Very nice. White Kevin is back. Y'all give it up for White Kevin. Yes.
Fucking Dick Buckus is back.
Clap to that.
Yeah.
Dick Buckus?
Yeah.
Oh, Butkus.
You
The coach, right?
You never seen How High?
No.
No, you never seen that?
I don't know what How High is.
You never seen How High, right? Nobody's seen How High.
Yeah.
Yes, the movie.
Okay.
You seen it?
No.
A while ago.
Oh my God.
It was on Comedy Central.
Yes.
I really feel alone tonight.
Yeah. Well, no. This is the whitest the show has ever been.
In the movie, it was like a quirky white guy, and Redman called him Dick Buckus. He was like, Coach, he's cursing. And he was in college. Coach, he's cursing.
I've never seen that movie. But that's funny.
Oh, man, you stupid.
Yeah. Yes. Ask Shay Davis when he comes back.
No,
if you've seen
hell
that movie.
no.
The Shay?
No, fuck that. I'm not doing that one.
So Kevin is back after he's on the album art, but he hasn't done one show since the new season has started.
Nope. Well,
He was here for the shoot, but not here for one episode. But he's here today. And because Shay and Stormy are both not here today, we have moved the nerds up to the table because we still want to have our show. We have a very special guest coming on later in the show, Tim Marshall. So we wanted to have a show, and we wanted to get the guys involved. So they have migrated from the nerd table over to the main table.
Oh, these are some different type of nerds. You ever seen them on another show?
I have seen them on a different show.
Yeah.
Just there last week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I've seen the footage. Yeah.
Yes.
So she get to use the whole team, I guess. All right.
The whole team.
I was here doing some other work when Stormy came in to do her podcast, Chocolate Chip and Sip, and actually I was digging the guests that were here, so I wanted to stick around. So I just hung out and helped out as very little as I could, but I was here. But yeah, so Dan and Kevin are both at the main desk here helping us out, so you guys better get your interview skills together. I foresee you not talking a lot during the interview, but
I imagine you guys will carry the interview because you are pros in the subject that will be at hand.
I like how he just threw that over here to us.
Right. That's some good forethought on your part.
Well, let's see what they do.
You're very astute, I think.
See what they do with these segments.
Right.
I can sense something's going to happen during one of these segments.
For people that don't know who that is, White Kev.
Yes. I have a feeling that White Kev is going to have to put in some extra work this week. So.
I'm going to sense I'm going to have to apologize afterwards.
Yeah, you're going to put his ass back at that desk.
This is the only time I'm going to be sitting here. After today, I'm going right back there.
Right. But you never know. You guys, one of you can trade off and on about, whenever someone can't make it.
Ooh. Are we competing now?
Oh, yes.
I guess we are competing.
I'm taking you down.
Best 2 or 3, rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Right now?
Let's go.
All right, fuck it. It's going down. I don't know why he made it so sexy.
Shit.
Well, he said...
Nobody counted yet. Nobody said rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or nothing.
All right.
His scissors just be his rock.
We have to do it sexual.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Show over.
Ooh, you won.
Show
I
is
guess I
over.
can go back there.
Yeah, bye.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
off.
I turned on the music just to make it weird, and
I
they
feel
made
very
it.
uncomfortable.
They made
That's all
it-
I'm saying. About to sit in the guest seat.
If you're uncomfortable, just don't look.
Why did I suggest this shit?
Yeah, that's all you.
Oh, that's
It's all
funny.
you. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, Will.
You're complaining about how
hell
you
no.
don't see our true selves,
Yo, I was like, yo,
and
yeah.
then it comes out, and you're like, nah,
I don't want to see it anymore.
This is me peeking out of the closet, okay?
Oh, I think Kevin just revealed something.
This is the
Help
real me. Hey, Will.
Oh, we should have started the show with that. Dang it. Missed opportunities.
What they're referring to, I was on Stormy's show a few weeks, like a month ago, something like that.
Maybe shorter than that.
I think
but
it was
yeah.
like 2 or 3 weeks.
Nah,
You can't add.
it was it was longer than that. It
All right,
was almost
whatever.
a month.
But to get to the point,
But and they were there, and I told them, yeah, I'm going by Hey Will, and he's like, Hey Will. I was like, yeah, fuck that. That's,
I mean, you just heard how he
That's-
said it, though.
yeah,
He was like, hey, Will.
yeah, I was like, yeah, throw that shit in the trash. It's hi.
it's hi, Will.
Hi.
Hello, William.
Hello. Hello, William.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. But anyone win the rock, paper, scissors? Or you just.
Oh, Kevin won 2 out of, 2 out of like 7 that we played.
It was definitely not 3 games.
It was definitely very sexual.
I won with a very sexual scissor move.
Yeah. Wow. See where this
we go.
show was going.
Guys,
These niggas just scissor each other.
they did.
I'm done.
Technically,
With their
yes.
hands, really. They put their scissor fingers together.
We're practicing safe scissoring.
Will wants to move. Hey, put on camera 4. Can we do that?
Yeah, I guess I would be the guest for this segment.
All right, so we're interviewing Will.
I'm so
Welcome back to another interview
I'm so
with our new
uncomfortable.
guest.
This is weird as fuck.
Hey, Will.
Next time I'll just when the other two can't come, show is over.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. It's funny, actually. 'Cause, yeah, you did. I was kind of like wondering, should we do this show? Because Stormy called out first because apparently her mouth is numb. She was at the dentist today, and she has the Novocaine shot. What was that face for?
No one's Stormy, bro. You ever been to her show?
Yeah.
You ever been to her show?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Novocaine my ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was a nigga named
night.
Kane. Could have been. Yeah.
This is a bad time to mention my last name, isn't it?
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kane. Kane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could have been the one that drilled the mouth. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Dan knocked her teeth out.
It doesn't mean she had to go to the dentist. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh, she's gonna hate that. No. So I called her. No, she texted and said she couldn't make it. And then 10 minutes later, Shay said he couldn't make it either. He had a family emergency.
You think they met up?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Anything's possible.
You're right. Anything is possible at TriJam.
You just hit me in my teeth. I can't come to the show tonight.
That's hilarious.
I actually like this version of the show.
It's not that bad, but it
It's
is.
not.
Oh God.
Oh, maybe we should tell them they're fired.
I still have my molars.
I want to know who's gonna do Shay spot tonight.
I don't know.
Well, that's why we did rock paper scissors.
So you won. So you doing?
Yeah.
So you gonna do his segment?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do a segment.
All
Yeah.
right. This is gonna be good.
Don't be surprised, viewers and listeners at home, if Kevin seems surprised when I bring this up again later on in the show that he'll be doing the segment.
Apologies in advance.
Oh,
Just
shit.
remember, because you weren't here. Remember, it's pronounced Pavilion.
Right. Yes.
Pavilion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What do you call that shit? The pavilion.
So Shay, during a What's Going On segment, a couple of times referred to as the BB&T Pavilion, or whatever it's called now, Pavilion as the Pavilion.
The pavilion. Yeah.
Right. Do we have the? I was gonna run the commercial, but I won't do that. It's a little too long.
It's too long.
But yeah, so they're both not here, and pretty much the point of all this craziness is that Dan and Kevin are sitting in with us tonight as
Promotion.
as hosts.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's all I wanted to add in there.
With so much excitement.
Why is the volume on your board so low? Turn it up.
I don't know. I thought I turned it up.
You did.
I did.
Can you do it again?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, don't do that again. All right. So what are we gonna do? Oh yeah, news.
This shit
Dear
fucks you up.
God.
That was a little loud on my end.
Very surprising.
Breaking news.
Should I stay here or should I go back?
You should probably go back so we can get the camera alignment right.
All right. Yep. Don't touch me, motherfucker.
My
No
hands
promises.
are to myself.
I feel like that was next. That was next. All the other shit that happened, that was next. Go ahead, Kyle. Yeah, all right. You touch me, I'm gonna bite the shit out you.
Surprising, sexy news. Is that what this is?
Yes.
All right, Kyle. As you're telling the news, you have to start stripping.
Oh hell nah! You start stripping, I'm leaving. The rest of the show is on
He was
y'all.
contemplating it.
The man was
He
struck by
was.
lightning.
That's what I say. Y'all play.
I was looking around to see if I had any fun toys, instruments to use in my striptease. The chicken? No. Okay. All right. Let's get serious. I was going to read one story. I'll get to that one later. Here's what I'll do the first one. A parent dressed as the Easter Bunny inadvertently handed out a bunch of colorful eggs stuffed with condoms at an elementary school in Austin last week.
Say what?
Yeah. Most of the eggs were filled with candy, but a handful contained packages of condoms, the Houston Chronicle reported. According to a tweet thread among parents, it appeared to be an innocent error. One of the parents, who works at a pharmacy, had been dressed as the Easter Bunny for a safe sex presentation at an area clinic. She kept the costume on when she arrived at the school to pick up her second grader and was immediately mobbed by children. In response,
More condoms.
In response, the woman handed out eggs filled with candy. When she ran out, she asked her husband to get more, and he apparently brought back some bad eggs.
I knew it had to be a guy. Somewhere I was like, oh shit, it's a woman? Nah. It was definitely a man's error.
I guess she had him stored in the car and he just grabbed the wrong bunch. But it says chaos ensued, Jensen noted in a tweet. I guess Jensen, did we say who Jensen was in this story? No?
Nah.
No, I guess it was.
Just one parent.
Okay. The school district is now reviewing its safety protocols. I guess
It was safe sex.
Safety.
That was
that's a good
safe.
thing.
Yeah, safe.
How old is these kids?
Elementary, I don't know.
Oh. Motherfuckers thought they was balloon
Exactly.
balloon animals.
Yeah, condoms are just glorified balloons.
Balloon animals type joints. Yeah.
Right. Inflatable, party balloons.
They probably ran up to their teacher. Can you help me blow this balloon out?
Did you
Spermicide all on their lips.
This balloon tastes weird.
This balloon is greasy.
Did you guys ever watch the movie American Werewolf in Paris? It was the sequel to American Werewolf in London.
We watched the first one?
We did watch the first one.
Yeah, I never saw the second one, though. But
The second one, there is a scene where he's on a date with this. There's a guy on a date. He's the werewolf, but during the day, he's on this date with this French chick, and he's thinking he's getting ready to score. But then all the condoms he stuffed into his shirt pocket fall out, and she's like, "What is this?" And so he opens. He's like, "No, it's gum." She's like, "Prove it." So he puts the condom in his mouth and starts chewing it. And to prove that it's a bubble gum, he starts blowing the condom bubble.
Is this a comedy?
It was very stupid for a horror movie, so it was comedic inadvertently, but
Gotcha.
almost as inadvertently as these condom eggs here.
Egg.
Egg. George, what did we just do?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Eggs.
George P. Bush, a candidate for Texas Attorney General. Is there any relation?
I was about to say, that sounds like it's got to be one of the Bushes.
Yeah? It's not a brother. Is a son or something? Yeah. Okay. George P. Bush, a candidate for Texas Attorney General, went down a rabbit hole over the incident, calling it disgusting. There's a lot of puns in this story, apparently. Calling it disgusting and illegal. He said in a tweet, not only is it against the law, it's disgusting. Radicalized leftist parents and school admins are out of control, attempting to exploit our children while in school. As Attorney General, I'll hold school districts accountable for their failures to protect our kids. One parent told Bush in a tweet that he should have read more about the incident before inappropriately blowing up. He thought it was on purpose by the school, or by parents.
So he tried to use it for his campaign.
Use it as his campaign thing.
So he's Jeb Bush's son, so George Bush's nephew.
Okay.
Also, just from this picture on Wikipedia, I think he looks like a lot like Zach Pickett.
Oh shit!
Zoom into that if you can, so we can see it at home.
He do look like Zach a little bit.
Oh man, I just realized my screen is facing Kevin, so I have to look behind me to see what you're talking about. Wow, I guess in a little bit, he looks a little bit. Actually, he looks a little bit more Hispanic than more olive skin and darker hair.
He looks like he goes commando.
What?
I don't know why. That's one thing I just remember about Zach.
Oh yeah.
Why do we know that?
I don't know.
It's the weird facts you remember sometimes, you know?
What? What are you going to say? I thought you were gesturing for him to say.
We're
doing our nerd thing.
Nerd thing, and I'm getting in the way of that. I'm sorry. All right, so where's my music? Here's the next story. Oh, Jesus Christ.
This motherfucker here.
I felt my eyebrows singe off on that one.
All right, do we want to do a lady who got duct taped to a plane seat or a cannibal who microwaves his meat? Not his meat, but the meat that he eats.
Start there. You might as well start.
I want to hear about the cannibal one.
You might as well.
I need clarification on this one now.
Is this Randy from South Park? Is that what's happening?
Warm up his meat. Oh, man.
Okay. An accused cannibal from Idaho who allegedly microwaved and ate an elderly man's body parts has been found fit to stand trial. James David Russell, 40, has been deemed competent to stand trial for a September murder and suspected cannibalism of a 70-year-old David Flaggett. The Bonner County Daily Beaver.
Bonner.
This is hilarious.
Is this a real story?
I mean, it's on Daily Mail. I just found more of it.
All right. Kevin White sent me this story earlier, so I don't know. What, Dan?
Sorry, I'm reading the story right now, so just continue.
We need more facts.
All right. Russell has been involuntarily committed since October, where he has been undergoing intensive psychological and psychiatric treatment in order to regain his competence, according to Daily Bee. On April 5th, a doctor at an institution provided an evaluation to District Magistrate Judge Tara A. Hardin, determining that Russell is now mentally able to participate in trial. What'd you pull up? What's
Hardin?
so funny?
Seriously?
His name is Hardin in Bonner County after microwaving his meat.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Mr.
Flaggett. He ate Flaggett. He ate Mr. Flaggett's meat. Russell.
Oh, God.
I think there's more wrong than just the cannibal that's going on.
Yeah. Russell was charged last year with both counts of first-degree murder and cannibalism in connection with Flaggett's death. Part of Flaggett's mutilated body was discovered inside his vehicle on Russell's family property in Clark Fork, Idaho, on September 10th. According to a probable cause affidavit, blah, 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 obtained by Oxygen.com, like the women's channel, the women's TV channel.
That's reliable news right there.
Doesn't Oprah own that channel? All right. Anyway, both of his wrists have been found with duct tape, and his remains were covered in trash bags. Some of the body parts are missing, which Russell had allegedly tried to eat. Blah, 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 blah. Blood was allegedly found in the microwave. So that's how they discovered that. There's a lot more here to the story, but I think we got the meat of the story.
I don't know why he didn't just fry him.
Fry him?
Yeah.
The bread and buttered and
Air
deep
fryer.
fried.
Put a little, put a little seasoned salt on.
How do you like to fry your meat? Will?
I don't. I'm a vegan now.
Oh, join Kevin then.
Yeah. I'm eating Oreos now. That's it. That's all I'm eating. And pancake mix. That's it.
Actually, I'm going to read some here. It says, a medical examiner allegedly determined that Russell may have microwaved some of Flaggett's meat, his flesh. Forensic testing allegedly confirmed that Flaggett's DNA was found in a bowl in Russell's apartment, while missing body parts were never found. So I guess he was doing a whole, like, Hannibal Lecter, preparing it as an actual dish.
He put it in the microwave. He put it in the microwave, got some in the freezer, probably.
Put it in a bowl.
But then he took it back out to his car, or like, was he preparing lunch? I mean,
he's going to work.
Just pulls out a leg, like from his brown lunch bag.
Y'all want some?
Y'all want some leg? You want some Flaggett meat?
Just cooked it.
Just cooked it.
It's fresh.
Right out the microwave.
Will, you seem very different.
Yeah, my stomach hurt now.
No, really?
Is it because of the meat you had earlier?
First of all, fuck you. I had chicken earlier.
Was that chicken named Shay? Is that the real reason he's not here tonight?
Yeah. I have nothing to do with that.
Should we inspect those bones?
You already said he's with the other person, so I play.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of bones.
A lot of bones.
All right.
In Bonnersville.
In Bonnersville. I'm sure he's got Easter condoms or something.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That one was hilarious. I want to know, was the people black or white? That's what I want to know.
All right, we saw the picture. Oh, I guess we don't know about the school folks with the Easter bunny, but
No, I'm talking about the Easter. Yeah, the Easter people. I want to know if they was black or white.
the Easter people.
Can
you look that up real quick, Dan?
Easter.
Everything I've been
Because
seeing.
that argument is hilarious.
Yeah.
If it was black, oh my God, I can see it in the car. I can see it now. She's, I can't believe you gave me the wrong egg. I can't believe you gave me the wrong egg. You gonna get me in trouble, bitch. What the fuck? Who told you to put all that? Bitch, how I supposed to know? You ain't labeled shit.
Label C for condoms,
Bitch.
but C for candy. No.
Bitch, yeah, C for candy. Yeah, bitch, I didn't know. Where the fuck was you at with all these condoms at, bitch? You better not have put none in your pocket. Then gave him and giving out demonstrations and shit.
Yes.
I want to know who ordered an Easter egg. I mean, Easter bunny for what?
That's what I was
Kinda
wondering originally.
for adult.
For a clinic.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I mean, maybe it was like people. Like,
Sorry about the syphilis.
This bitch couldn't get them all?
Here's an Easter egg.
This bitch couldn't go to the mall. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, maybe the clinic was full of furries. You know?
Maybe.
That's the part I want to know. Like, why?
It's like when Santa visits Planned Parenthood. It's all wrong.
It's like yes, exactly.
Right.
Yes, it's like what the fuck is Santa and the Easter bunny doing in here?
Right.
They got a baby coming, like about the boy or something.
They have a little elf on the way.
See him sitting there with the tooth fairy, huh? This is the thing. Ain't the Easter? I thought the Easter bunny was a dude.
No. Well, it's unisex.
Yeah.
I always thought it would be a guy.
Oh, dressed up as Easter bunny?
I don't know. Like, I'm just saying the Easter bunny. Period. Like I would always think.
Well, I guess the legend of the Easter bunny is a dude.
I feel like
I would always think that'd be a dude.
Well,
like I would never think the tooth fairy would be a dude.
Okay, so because the Easter bunny goes back to celebrating the pagan holiday, celebrating goddess of fertility, a lot of people just go with it's female.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people like who? Because I never. What you thought? Be real.
Kevin White.
You never thought about if it was a boy or a girl?
No.
She's out here being a vegan.
You never looked at the Easter bunny's crotch?
This motherfucker never just thought like, all right. I always thought it'd be a guy.
Really?
Even when we watch movies and shit, the bunny be a guy. Most of the time.
Bugs Bunny,
Bunny.
Lola Bunny.
Well, Buzz Bunny's still the
Frank.
most popular one.
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
So here we go.
The Velveteen Rabbit.
Ooh. How about next Easter, we start going around to all the malls and just punch all the Easter bunnies in the crotch?
Let's see if it hurts.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
See if it hurts.
How do you explain that to the cops when you get arrested?
I wanted to see if it was a boy or girl.
Exactly.
That's it.
For science.
Sorry.
You must really love to slap. I love to slap.
I'm trying to think of all the other ones. Like, I might. So like, the groundhog was a guy.
Typically, was it Phil? County Phil?
But all of them, I never thought about it being.
Didn't Phil just die?
No, it was another one.
Oh,
Phil?
It was the Jersey one, I think, that died.
Yeah, what was it? Start with an M or some shit.
Marty.
Was it Marty?
No. Murray the groundhog.
Bill Murray?
I don't know, but somebody died. But I'm just saying, like, if I had to pick, that's
what is this you just pulled up?
What the fuck?
Whoa, go back to that bunny.
So
I can't. It's a TikTok, but this is actually one of my coworkers.
Oh, so
real?
So
I know this person. Yes.
I got really intrigued.
Hold on, the listeners don't know. Dan, describe what we're looking at for our listeners, please.
All right. So this is the Easter Bunny having a party, like going out, showing off, like, bouncing with the kids and twerking, and then just dancing around, taking off her head. But yeah, this
taking
is
off her head, decapitating herself.
Decapitating herself. But
I was concerned for
like that second round. Right there. That thing was all right.
Yeah. Were you attracted to bunny ass? What is?
I fucked that bunny.
I mean,
hit it with a. That's all, folks. Got a bad bunny. Right?
she wants a bite of your carrot.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
That's hilarious, though.
That's funny. All right, I think we've killed enough time here. Well, we should probably go to a break and then come back with our special guest, Mr. Tim Marshall.
I'm with that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more TriJam. Don't go anywhere. So, guys.
What's going on, Kyle?
I don't think the people understand yet.
What?
We have so many different ways for our listeners and viewers to consume the show. We're more than just a podcast. We're more than just a live stream. Don't they know this?
What we got for them, though? Tell them.
We have our show available. You really put me on the spot.
That was good, though.
I was good. I appreciate the layup, but I just missed. It was all whiff. But
block that shit. That shit out of here.
But really, I mean, as much as people enjoy listening to the podcast, they will love watching it on YouTube and Facebook Watch, and vice versa. If you love watching it on Facebook and YouTube, you can listen to our show. Take us with you in the car, on your jog, when you're working out, when you're in the grocery store, take TriJam wherever you want to go.
Even you want to get a little ass, you can take us with you.
You play us in the room if you want to get some ass.
That's right.
And set the mood.
Go blow your shit.
Set the mood.
Set the mood.
Nothing's more romantic than playing with the pubes, and Shay's got the game.
Y'all wild as hell. Fuck this commercial. Do this shit over.
Gurken, knackig im Biss.
All right, we're back from the break, y'all. This is TriJam.
Welcome back.
Yes. It's been a very interesting show so far, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I imagine that it's been a very interesting show so far. Also, let's make mention once again the return of Kevin Ward, or White Kevin. Yes.
Welcome back, you little fart.
I'm glad to be lingering around again.
Yes.
There you go.
Kevin. Also, we have a special guest in the studio, our good friend, Mr. Tim Marshall. But before we go ahead and talk to him, we need to go ahead and do something that this gentleman is not at all prepared for. Hey, Kevin, you are going to do the responsibilities of telling us what's going on since Shay's not here today.
All right.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
All right. I'm back. Just close your eyes and pretend I'm Jay. Friday, April 22nd, Lucky Day Candy Trip Tour 2022. Theater of the Living Hearts.
The TLA. That's right.
It's like he's right next to me.
If you close your eyes, you can.
This is so racist. This is so racist.
I'm doing Wilson. I'm
doing a Shay impression.
I'm trying to do my
He's doing
Shay's.
black throat, not face, black throat.
I'm doing Shay's voice impersonation of an old head.
Okay, good.
Good save.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right.
location for the Lucky Day Candy Store. Theater of the Living Arts, I said that already. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 19107, I think, is the zip code. Showtime is 8 p.m. I think the window is open.
I can't wait for him to see this shit.
Sunday, April. I don't know what's going on. I'm like changing voices. Sunday, April 28th, Saba, the Back Home Tour.
Saba?
I don't know how to pronounce that. S-A-B-A. Also at the Theater of the Living Arts, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19107. That's the 28th again. Showtime, 8 p.m. Monday, May 2nd, Young M.A. Same place as well. Showtime, 8 p.m. Now, going on over to Comedy Night with Will Wright. Saturday, April 23rd. Prices are $10 a ticket. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime starts at 8. That is really hard to do. I don't know how Shay does that. It is at Bleachers 322 Tavern, 40 East Black Horse Pike, Williamstown, New Jersey. I believe that is everything.
Oh, all right. Oh, man, I could not tell that Shay wasn't here. So that's incredible. That was really, spot on.
I hope I did Shay service.
Maybe not.
Here's that back. I hope he's not mad.
I just want to say that was also racist. But I enjoyed it.
Does Kevin get to drive the church bus now? Or
oh, yeah. Do I have church bus music?
Oh, he's doing the, what's his name tonight?
That's not church.
He's closing the church out tonight.
Yes, he is.
That's an honor.
We got a guest speaker tonight.
Just decided.
Just decided.
It's all you, man.
I'm gonna need a glass of water in a minute.
Well, too bad we don't have any water in the
fridge. You know what? I see some water that I'm about to ask Kip for a portion of it.
Oh, you know what? During the commercial break, I have a bottle of water in my car and grab you because that's we need to get that signed.
By who?
If you don't know, if you haven't seen this bottle of water, it's Life Water brand, has our good friend of the show, Arnetta Johnson, the trumpet player.
Okay.
Remember her?
Yeah.
Yes, she's a very, very talented trumpet player and artist, and she has her own albums out and everything, and she played with Beyonce and all that stuff. So next time she's on the show, I need to get her to sign this. So.
Okay, real quick, is she signing the water that's inside of it? I don't give a fuck about the bottle. I want the water.
We need to keep it in mint condition.
Okay, we'll put some mints in it and pour the water out of it. It's going to fuck the mints up.
You don't understand. The water's very special.
I guess.
I hope it's not that Willingboro water, though.
Hey, ain't nothing better than Nook water.
So
not the Willingboro water, though.
So for those who you probably picked up, if you recognize the voice from the intro, he just spoke just now. He is a very good friend of the show. He was at our live event in Willingboro a couple years ago, and we were actually guests on his show a couple years ago.
Before you finish that, I am so tired of you posting that fucking day. If you post that day one more time, I'm gonna block you on Facebook.
The same picture.
I am so tired of seeing that shit in December. Delete that shit and let's start new. There's new people on the show. Just bring us back. I got hair now. I am so tired of seeing these fucking bitches. Go ahead and finish introducing them.
He's the host of the R&B Showcase radio program and television show on Philly Cam TV and radio. Y'all give it up for Tim Marshall.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Also, by the way, you're the editor-in-chief of the R&B Showcase magazine as well.
Yes, the show's also on Comcast in Philadelphia as well as online. And thank you very much for that grand introduction. And thank you, Mr. Will Wright. And we'll take you up on that. I don't like to waste anything. I make sure I use this stuff.
You is not wasting it. I'll tell you that right now. That shit pop up in my timeline 3 times a year. I'm like, I am so fucking tired of seeing these fucking pictures.
You know, it's funny. I didn't realize how much you and our executive producer Kevin White are similar because you guys are both kings of repurposing.
Yeah.
It's like you reuse pictures, and Kevin reuses Chinese food bowls.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's a black thing. Yeah, I got that shit too. Cabinet full of them.
Oh, okay.
That's a Newark thing.
That's it. That's what it is. A Newark thing.
Yeah, we call that Tupperware now.
Tupperware.
Yeah, that's right. It's called Tupperware, right?
Tupperware, isn't it?
Tupperware. I don't give a fuck. It's tough. Okay. It's tough enough. It's tough. It's in there.
Well, this is quite a bit of language for you, Tim, but it's a different thing. When we're on your show, it's one thing, but when you're on this show, it's a completely different.
See, it's like the Batman going on the Green Hornet. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do actually.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, in the 1966 Adam West and Burt Ward, I think they did crossover episodes, right?
When the Green Hornet went on Batman. Batman didn't go on the Green Hornet.
Oh, you're right.
And that's too real for them. You know.
Oh, okay. Right.
So that's like that, but it's a great crossover. And Kevin, thank you for that. I love that music, by the way. That's Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On." You can't go wrong with Motown. You see, I got my hat on today.
I see it.
I see.
Yeah. So see, for the listeners at home that can't see, you're wearing a Motown hat. Also, actually, where'd you get that Motown hat?
From the Motown Museum. Mr.
Really?
Larry Cotton and his beautiful wife got the hat for me when they went on tour.
Larry Cotton, of course, was your co-host for many years.
Many years on the radio show. Larry's still doing his thing. He's been over in the UK for a while. He's been touring. He's got some projects he's working on.
Yeah.
We hope to get him back on the show. He's been away from a while. Of course, COVID shut a lot of things down too. We kind of put things on the back burner, especially as for those that are out on the touring circuit, comedians and musicians and DJs. They really cut into the business, and entertainers really cut into the business. So hopefully we're coming out of this. I know we have variants and this and that, but hopefully we're coming out of this and things are coming.
Oh, we're definitely coming out together.
We're going to make it work, Yeah,
and we're doing it the best we can. I know that like Will has events every other minute, and then there are concerts. There are concerts that Kevin and I are at all the time, and I'm doing my own shows.
Your own shows.
And also, I wanted to make mention, you have a Ain't Too Proud pin pinned to your hat. Of course, Ain't Too Proud is the Temptations musical on Broadway. Actually just came off Broadway, but they started their touring show. You saw the show?
I saw the show several times. I was there the night when Otis Williams was there in the house, and that was a great show. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of chronicling the life of the Temptations and their history over, 60 years now.
Yeah.
They've been around. They've been one of the most influential vocal groups in the history of American popular music. Influential to many recording artists, and for many, if you like New Edition, if you like the Jackson 5, if you like, all of that ilk of groups. They're influential to all of those groups.
Definitely my biggest influence, everyone knows.
I used to be a Temptation. I know that.
Will?
Yes. Yeah. Will used to be in the group.
Yes. Okay. When it was Otis Williams and the Siberians, I was
okay. Well, you know what? I applaud you on doing your history, man.
Thank you, man.
I applaud young people. In fact, I met a young gentleman tonight. I was at this. Actually, it was tonight and then last night. Also at the event that we had for Edgardo Cintron's album release. That was Tuesday night.
Yes.
And
it's all right, man. You're getting up there. The days are blurring together. It's fine.
That's all good.
Don't worry about it.
That was Edgardo Cintron's album release party. I want to send a shout out to Edgardo Cintron. Bon Appetit is the album he has out. Murray Rubin, Bob Pantano, the legendary radio host, was there, and Susan and Mike. And I want to say hello to everyone and thank them for supporting what we do, and we're out there supporting what they do. But anyway, I went to this event, and it was some young person was there, and started talking about, he was young, around your age. I started talking about the music and how influential the Motown sounds are. So what is he listening to? I'm listening to Michael Jackson, listening to Jackson 5 and all that kind of stuff. So I applaud our young people, and I applaud you for knowing your history, man.
I do know a little bit.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Pass it down to the next generation, right? Kyle?
Right. Yes. The next generation. I'm going to pass it down to Kevin White. Kevin Ward.
Kevin Ward.
White Kevin.
Kevin Ward. Dan, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I got it straight now.
There you go.
I'm trying.
Yes, I'm sure Shay Davis and Stormy, they're not here tonight, but that they send their love.
You miss them. I also miss Joe Rivers.
Yes, we all miss Joe Rivers.
Joe Rivers,
Yes.
And she came on our show.
Weeks.
That's good. Tell her I said hello.
Yeah.
She'll be back for one day.
Okay.
Yeah, every once in a while she'll pop in and say hi.
We'll take that one night.
Yes. But Tim, you've been doing the same radio show for what seems like 137 years.
Before I start, can I shout out my students?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to thank my students in Burlington County for listening, for supporting my radio show.
Are they listening to this right now?
And
hope not.
Well, you know what? We do what we got to do. We got to keep it real.
Yeah.
Let them know, hey, this is the show that I'm going on, and you want to see what we're doing. Hey, it is what it is, right?
Right.
So, but I want to thank everyone for the support, all the educators, all the musicians that continue to support the R&B Showcase radio show. Before we go on, I don't want to forget that. I'll have a shout out list for you before I leave.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, Kyle, I'll let you ask the questions, and I'll be quiet.
Right. All right. Cool. Well, thank you. It's about time. I'm just saying.
That's all right. You let me know. That's not like something you would say, though.
No, but I've been saying is you've been doing your radio show for a very long time. And
a long time.
In fact, it was actually quite interesting. So the other day, Kevin White and I were headed down to a temp show in, where was it? Baltimore. And we were listening to an interview that we did with Terry Weeks of the Temptations. It was you, Larry Cotton, and myself. I was in high school then. And to listen to it, for me personally, it sounded, even though I was in high school, it sounded enough like myself that I was still feeling embarrassed for me. The skills I did not have. But that was not too long after I discovered you and your program. I'm sure that was like 2008, 2009. But you've been doing the show for a lot longer than that. And in fact, you had a friend that I met not too long ago.
That was Double D, Don Davis.
Yes.
Who was a program director for many years and worked at Jam and Gold 95.7 in Philadelphia.
Right. And he said that you started your program in college.
We started at WGLS FM in Glassboro, which is now Rowan University. And a lot of, radio hosts that got into the business started there. People on KYW now and MMR and YSP and all these stations now.
Right. They
got to start there, that radio station, WGLS FM in Glassboro. It's about 60 years the station's been on the air. It is the college radio station, and that's where I started in college radio. I've done professional radio over the years. I've done community radio. I've done non-commercial radio. But I'm telling you, it's nothing like doing the college is its most fun because you can do the independent artists and things like that. But anyway, I got my start there in 1987 during the Rhythm and Blues Showcase radio show called the R&B Showcase, and I've been doing the same show for the how many
35 years. I know that one exactly. That's what year I was born.
Like I said, I've been on commercial radio station, non-commercial radio station, but this show started 1987.
And
what month?
It was actually probably summer of 1987, so August probably.
Yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, who watch or listen to the show, we do our show now we're in Gloucester County, and so the college is not too far away from us.
Right.
What 10, 15 minutes away, something like that. So your roots are over there. Our roots are growing here. Actually, this area has sprung up a lot.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to be here for 35 years.
You know what though? Being here is just like another radio station. Coming here. This is the setup. You guys did a beautiful job. I applaud you on
this shit nice,
what you did. It's nice.
I did a lot. Okay. Seeing what I did. That TV right there? Yeah, I didn't hang that one up.
Okay, which one did you hang?
None of them.
Oh, okay.
No, I asked him for help.
Yeah, he did. But he asked me the day of. Come on. I do everything on the schedule. I'm a parent. He's not.
God bless you, brother. God bless you.
Not yet. Not that I know of.
But, like I said, 1987 we started. I did it on a couple different stations. I'm now doing it on 106.5 in Philadelphia, which is the Philly Camp station.
Right.
WPPM.
Right.
I worked at WAYV in Atlantic City. I worked that market. Your father was in that market, too, at the same time.
My father was, I don't know if it was it the same Atlantic City market?
Yeah.
Was it the Boss 97?
That's Atlantic City. I had another friend that worked at that station too.
Yeah, my dad was a DJ.
We were on the same time, I think. I was on the evenings. Yeah, I think so.
I think my dad was an evening overnight jock.
I did evenings and overnights. I did late night, overnight, and evenings.
That's right. I remember my dad came with me to visit your show back when you were doing it. What was it? It was Z88.9.
Z89, right. And that's in Burlington County. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was at IP also, WIP in Philadelphia, and WTMR in Camden, New Jersey. So
I was just there a few weeks ago
with WTMR.
Yeah,
no kidding.
That's the company
Beasley,
I work for. Yeah,
Beasley. Yeah,
I'm one of the engineers there. So
congratulations.
Did you know Michael or?
I didn't know. Now I know. I'm trying to remember who was there at that particular time. I can't remember Marshall, Bill Gavrino. I don't know what happened to him though.
I haven't heard anything.
His on there name was Bill Marshall, but Bill Gravino was his real name.
Okay.
So it's been many, many years. But that's Beasley. That's right on Mount Ephraim Avenue in Camden.
Okay.
It was a nice little station there. I was there for a summer in '87. Also, I was at all those stations right around the same time.
My dad. I remember when my dad and I came to visit you at Z88.9. He had said that WAYV was his main competition. Yes, and didn't he say like half of the signal went to the fishes or something like that? I remember that quote.
Well, you're down the Jersey Shore,
right?
So you get all of that Jersey Shore. You get the Jersey Shore, Ocean County area, and Atlantic City area. So it's a pretty good market. We were number one
I think WYV still is number one.
We
in
were
that
number
market.
one back. That was 89, 90, 91, 92. At that time period, we were number one.
In fact, there was a period. Will should remember. We actually went to there. This is back when we were trying to shop around a radio version of the TriJam podcast for weekends for a weekend morning show. We went down to the headquarters of. I'm not going to say the name, but it was the headquarters that owns WAYV, and we had a couple meetings over there. They're a pretty solid unit down there, and so I'm sure that back when, because you have to admit, radio has changed a lot. I'm sure that it was a lot different then than it is today.
We talk about that all the time, Kyle. Everything's digital right now. I was talking to a couple of guys, Bob Pantan on his group tonight about that, how much had the radio
You mean yesterday?
Industry has changed.
You talked to him yesterday?
Night. Well, I talked to him today on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Last night.
That was a good one.
So, because we're trying, listen now. Actually, we're trying to get him to come on our radio show. So we're trying to do some set
on that one.
No, we're not going to do that.
No. I'm saying you was on point. He fucked it up. He fucked it up. You caught it back. That little comeback. Like, oh no, I was on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that fuck. Because I was on your side for 2 seconds. He said on the phone. Like, oh shit.
No, Tim's good.
Yeah.
Tim's good.
We're getting ready. Listen, I'm trying. I'm only trying. But they were taught that. Now we talk about. I can name so many radio people that have influenced me over the years. And I will. Bob Pantano, Jerry Blavat, Highlid, Harvey Holiday, Georgie Woods, the man with the goods,
right,
and all the people from WDAS, of course. And there's been so many that have been influential.
Who inspired you? Like what made you want to do it? Like the radio.
Well, that's a very good question. Well, my family, of course. My mother's in entertainment, jazz musician Marilyn Marshall. That's got me into entertainment. I discovered I couldn't sing, so I said I got a good voice. I do have. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna accept that. But I said, I want to have some type of a way to stay connected with this business and be a part of it and be able to help push it forward. And that's my contributions: being on the air, playing the music, grabbing all these little 12-inch singles. We used to do the dance singles, the Sugar Hill records.
Yeah.
I'll talk about them. Everything was Sugar Hill when I was... Rap was early with 78,
Sugar Hill Gang.
79. Sugar Hill Gang, but it was a Sugar Hill record labels.
Oh.
Sylvia Robinson.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sylvia Robinson out of North Jersey.
Okay.
What was it? Teaneck, was it? Englewood, New Jersey. And she had that record label. They had all of these artists, Grandmaster Flash. So we collected all this music. We used to do parties and found that we had the knack. Myself and my brother, we formed TKM Productions Entertainment, and found that we had the knack to keep people on the floor, the art of keeping them on the floor and dancing and stuff. So we started, I said, I'm buying all these records and spending all this money. I can make some money from this. That's why I started my DJ business, TKM
so you
Productions
DJ too?
Entertainment. And I did that I had a company. I still have the company, but I kind of shrunk it down over the years. But I had like 10 DJs working for me. We did clubs, we did bars, we did, private parties, all kind of things. And for many years. But then, after a while, it got to be where I could shrink it down and still make the same percentage-wise of what I'm making. So that's what I kind of did.
Okay.
There's a little more story to that.
What's been the biggest difference in how radio has evolved since when you started? What if you had to pick the biggest difference? What would you say it is between radio back when you started in '87 and how it is now?
Shit, I could tell you that.
Well, I want him to say it.
The technology.
And the R&B is different.
Well, yeah. Well, technology again, because you have different ways of producing, man. You don't need all the instrumentation. You don't need the band anymore. You could just tick, tick, ding, 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 and all that.
Y'all R&B, y'all used to fuck y'all own girl. Now this R&B, they want to fuck everybody else's girl.
Well, the quality.
That's definitely.
It's different quality.
These niggas out here disrespectful. You turn on a song, you like, bitch, turn that off. What you mean?
Tim doesn't know what to do with you, man.
It's different. It's a different quality that we had back then. And it could be more challenging,
About as challenging as his interview right now. Or
no, that's okay, though.
That's my imagination.
Running away with him, running away with me too. All right, he's on point though. Anytime you mention the Motown song, you get a point. When that young man, I'm gonna shout him out, Chafin Timmons, that I met tonight.
Chafin, there's another nigga named Chafin out here. Are you serious?
I was trying to stop him from doing that, but I can't.
It's another one of these Chafins. Oh God, this is hilarious.
He's not a student, is he? No viewers. All right. I guess so.
Okay, that's all right.
I don't got nothing bad to say about it. It was just the fact there's two of them.
Yeah.
There's another one around here.
Okay. You know somebody named Chafin?
Shay Davis.
Shay Davis. We call him Chafin.
Chafin.
Chafin. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Shay. Shay, thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you.
That was a good one. Thank you. That is some radio shit right there. Thank you for your support. Come back again. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right. So technology.
Technology is the biggest change because now you don't have to have a DJ on all hours of the night. So it's kind of taking jobs from some people.
Syndication.
Syndication, absolutely. And with syndication, you only have the same person in all these different same person in all these different markets. So
right.
It kind of takes away from the local flavor.
Right.
Because you have one person's on the air, like you have what's his name, Steve Harvey in the morning, and this one in the morning, that one in the morning, and they're on all these different stations.
Right. Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner, yeah. He's not on anymore, is he?
No, he stopped, but his show was on everywhere.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest change, is that radio has changed so much over the years that it's cut out the jocks. Thank goodness, because I'm in the TV as well. That TV is still what it is. There's still a lot. There's still a lot of jobs out there in television. If you're not on the air, you can do behind the scenes stuff. You can do video and audio. You could do video, audio, and production work.
Now that you actually mentioned that, I don't know. Is it just a coincidence? But it seems like a lot of the urban market radio stations, it seems like that they have the most syndicated morning shows on the radio, whereas more the rock oriented or the pop shows have more local morning shows. Mm-hmm. Is there do you think of any correlation with syndication in urban markets?
Keeps the cost down.
Yeah,
that's really all I can say. Of course, pop radio is different than the R&B radio, and pop promotion is different than the R&B promotion. There's a lot more to push a pop artist than there is to push an R&B artist. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, might have to do a lot with dollars and cents. You know what I mean? But don't make dollars that don't make sense. And that's what my man Double D would always say. So shout out Double D.
So you've been doing your television version of your program for
Comcast,
for a while now. Mm-hmm. What made you want to start doing that? Because
everything is video now. Young people they listen to the radio, but they want to see something. So it's all video and editing, and everything is quick, fast. Nobody sits down and watches or listens to an hour show anymore. They listen to it in segments, so you got to break things up a little bit to hold people's attention.
The attention span of our youth has gone down a little bit.
Yes, it is, because there's so much competition too. And same thing with the music. Back then I talk about the Temptations and the Four Tops and Gladys Knight and the Pips and Martha Reeves and the Vandellas and Al Green and Marvin Gaye,
right?
And Aretha Franklin, James Brown. That's all you had. You only had a handful of artists. Now there's so many artists. There's so much music out there. So it's the same thing with the music. There's so much of it out there. There's a lot of competition you got to sift through in order to get the Shay Davises and the Kyle Maacs and those people that are putting the quality stuff out there. You got to shift through all the other stuff to get there.
That's you actually. When you saying that, I also want to make mention. I want to say publicly how much I appreciate you and your support. What seems now to be a decade and a half of knowing each other. You've been a huge supporter of me, and you have always been very willing to help me, and vice versa, I would hope. And you have a huge love for supporting local art. It's not just the headliners with you, and it's you're also doing a great effort to support not only just the local artists but also the veteran artists from the area as well. And that's what it seems like what a lot of your foundation is about, as well as education, helping out students and stuff like that, because you're an educator as well. Where it seems like a lot of the stuff that you do seems to be like a real labor of love. And so where does that type of passion come from for you?
Well, it's not about dollars and cents with me. It's about labor. It's a labor of love, really. Right. Like last night at the Centron album release, I met Mike Ian, who was a gentleman. You know Mike Ian, right?
Yes, I played with him for a whole summer.
Now, Mike Ian worked with Marilyn Marshall on her CD project, produced one of her first singles. Back 1998, that was. We talked about that last night, and he's also a local talent as well, and he has several CDs out. So that kind of takes me back to working with all of these local people. There's a lot of people that were either in the bands that I worked with or managed that went on to work with people like Justin Timberlake and Jill Scott and all those people that were, I'm not going to name them names, but they went on to work with, people that are prominent in the industry. There's people on my radio show that went on to work for other big conglomerate radio stations. Although I do things independently, they're working for these national organizations right now. They got to start with me, So I appreciate the fact that you recognize and are showing support for, where it came from. So thank you again for that comment. I appreciate that.
No, it's You're a very dear friend of mine, and I appreciate your friendship for such a long time. You, Kevin White, and I, we've been good friends. In fact, Kevin and I are listed on your Wikipedia page as frequent guest hosts on your radio show.
It's a labor of love, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of guests, so have Richard Street.
Yeah.
From the Temptations was on our show. I can't countless dozens of times.
Right.
I have so much interviews with him. Now, if you don't know who Richard Street was, Papa was a Rolling Stone. All right?
Yes.
That's the group, the Temptations I grew up with. You had Dennis Edwards, you had Otis Williams, who you talk about.
We've talked to him on the show.
Richard Street, and Damon Harris, and Melvin Franklin, the bass.
Right.
Well, Richard Street was with that group. He's also with a group in Motown called The Monitors. Well, he was been on our show all the time, and he co-hosted. Damon Harris as well was a co-host on our show, and he came on, helped us interview the Intruders, and they not only were interviewed, but they also helped interview other people on our show. So they were listed as co-hosts. There's a lot of people in the industry that listed as co-hosts.
You've been very warm and welcoming on your show.
They credit us for helping keep them alive too. Those classic groups.
Right.
So that's what we do. Like I said, it's a labor of love.
Yeah, and speaking of keeping the classic groups going and active, for as long as I can remember, you've always had events where you had the groups like that come through and perform. I think that the biggest showcase of classic, especially Philadelphia talent, was when you had, that I can recall, was the event you had at the old Bandstand studio in Philly. And that was the night where there was like 3 Blue Notes groups there.
You guys talked about that last time.
Right.
On the show.
When Jatan was here.
Jatan was here. Hey, you know what? I got them in my magazine. Now that we mentioned something.
Right, you brought some copies of your magazine with you, the R&B Showcase magazine.
It's the R&B Showcase magazine. Jatan was in it.
Right.
I'm gonna let y'all have a copy, whatever one you want. That's Jatan was in it.
You're gonna give up copies here?
Yeah, I am, because these are. This one had Patti LaBelle on the cover.
Right.
All right.
Now, one of those I actually wrote an article in back when I was in high school.
I did the last interview with the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. I don't get the credit. I probably will not ever get the credit for it. I have the last interview with Godfather of Soul, James Brown. He loved this. James Brown loved this magazine. Yeah. He said him and his wife, at the time, I saw them in Atlantic City. I saw them at in B.B. King's in New York City. Yeah. And we did an interview right backstage at his shows.
That's something I didn't know, Tim.
Yeah, we did that backstage at his show. I did one of the very last interviews. He died that Christmas, I believe it was.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
So, and there were other people that did interview, but I know I did the very last one.
I know the guy.
He came out and pointed at me and he said, "I want to talk to you. I love that magazine." James Brown, that was the last thing he said to me. I love that magazine.
Wow.
And he wanted to do something further. And I'm sorry that, God had other plans for him.
Yeah.
This is the last. These are the spinners in this magazine. This is R&B Showcase magazine. You got Henry. You got Bobby Smith, original member. You have Purvis Jackson, original member, and Spike, and you have Charlton Washington. This is when he was the lead singer of the group. Right. And this is one of our last publications that we put out. The magazine's right now on hiatus right now. Right. But this was one of the ones. I don't know if you wrote with this magazine, this issue.
I think as
a youth, as a young man.
Whatever issue had Lavelle Evans in it. You know what? I think it actually is the one that had Miss Marilyn Marshall on the cover.
Okay.
Yes.
And then this is Braille. He's out of New York City. He was a hip hop artist, from New York City. Right. And the Four Tops are in this. Martha. There's a lot of American Idol stars at the time. American Idol was really very popular. Right. Justin Guarini's in this one. So, and Blue Method is a local group. So
awesome.
We cover local artists, we cover national acts, and this was our magazine that we had for many, many years. Right. And like I said, it's on hiatus now. Why is it on hiatus? Because everything is digital now. So it kind of got to be too expensive to produce.
Understood.
So we had to kind of just, I'm not saying we're not going to ever do it again, but who knows what the future holds. But I'm honored to, a lot of this is very popular. And plus, it's popular among a lot of the entertainers. Love to read this magazine, like to read about the colleagues. So that's also a good thing, too.
I got to find the copy. I have the one of the spinners back at home in my desk and in my office. I need to find it when I get back because it's like a yearbook. There's so many people in these magazines that are no longer with us.
I know that's the thing, and I was blessed actually to be at the Benham Theater in Pittsburgh, I think it's called. Okay. And to be on a show with a lot of those Lou Rawls, Aretha Franklin, Oliver Woodson from the Temptations, the Spinners with G.C. Cameron.
Wow.
And Dennis Edwards' Temptations Review. All these people on the same show. Carl Carlton and a lot of people a lot of the artists that have passed away. You know, Lou Rawls is not with us anymore, you know.
Right.
And a lot of those artists passed away. And I had the opportunity to interview a lot of these people, to be in the presence among these people. Benny King from the Drifters. We go back.
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. You know, how blessed in your lifetime to have met Harvey Fuqua from the Moonglows. Wow. Influential to Motown. Had a chance to meet and become friends with Harvey Fuqua. He was a friend of the family, friend of my mother's. George Williams from the Times, the original lead singer of the Times, sat in my, you know, at a birthday party that we had at the house. Driving Richard Street in my car was the biggest thrill of my life. You know, there's somebody, because there's somebody you grew up with, and you know, we looked up to these people, these Motown artists, and then have them ride in your car with you, going around town, driving to the radio station, having him adjust the bass. That's what he did at Motown in artist development, adjust all the bass and the treble.
Right,
adjusting the bass. I never touched his bass and treble button because it was such an honor, and they're just such. One thing people always ask me, what's it like to meet people in entertainment? You know, celebrities, I guess. Well, of course, as a young person, I was starstruck as a kid meeting them. Right. But as I got into promotions and doing the things that I do right now, they become regular people. And I'm sure it's the same with you. After you meet them and get to know them, they're regular people because we all are just people. Right. You know what I mean? We came with nothing, we're leaving with nothing. Regardless of what you got in between, you're coming with nothing, you're leaving. You came with nothing, you're leaving with nothing. Right. So we're all just regular people. So it was an honor to know all of these people. The original Temptations, David Ruffin, Eddie Kendricks, Otis, and Melvin, to be able to meet all of them. Right. My goodness, to meet David and Eddie, wow, what a blessing. Dennis Edwards.
I'm jealous.
You know, well, you know what? These are the voices that are singing on the records. And to be able to meet those people, Martha Reeves, Kim Weston, I could go on and on and on. Right. But I feel very blessed. And one thing, I was with a good broadcast with Larry Cotton, right? A good broadcast team. He's an international music journalist, and to have him on my show, I got to meet people. Jimmy Hollywood Brooks out of Philadelphia, Diane Brown, I want to send her a shout out of Philadelphia, and Lamont Showboat Robinson, the founder of the R&B Music Hall of Fame. I want to send him a shout out because these people were very instrumental with helping me do what I do. And then as well as all just local friends and local DJs. I work with Joe Tukulari, who's going to be on our TV show soon, and all of those people. I can go on, man.
Yeah.
But
and you tend to.
I feel honored. I feel honored, and I feel blessed, and I want everybody to know how much I appreciate the support that they've given me.
I hope you don't mind me joking.
I don't mind, brother.
Yeah. What was when you you submitted a video for us to air in support of Gil Saunders, a good friend of ours, who's since passed away. It was the video, the original. But I don't think these guys know, but the original video that you sent me was like 27 minutes long.
Did you play the whole thing?
No, I cut it down to 6. Oh,
wow. How did you manage that?
Wow. You guys thought it was long dead. But no, you definitely have the gift of gab. Well, it's interesting because like when you talk for a living, you got to be good at talking, and you're definitely good at talking, and you are a real professional in this field. I'm very, very happy to know you.
Thank you.
And
I feel honored to be here.
And really appreciate you coming on the show tonight. I don't know what else to say, but y'all give it up for Tim Marshall.
Can I shout out family and friends real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
My listeners, my students. Your
students, we're sorry.
We're working on a documentary for a Motown documentary. So that's one of the things of my job is to pass this legacy on to our youth. So the students are working on a documentary for the students of Burlington Township High School. Thank you so much for wanting to do this. They're just really into the music right now, so we're passing that on. Family, friends, my father, Alonzo Marshall, 85 years old, God bless him. He's getting ready to celebrate a birthday. To my brothers, Kevin, Kerry, Keenan just passed. To my brother BJ, brother Logan, brother Paul, brother Joe. Jeff Wyman, DJ Jeff Wyman, Fabulous Freddie C and his wife Sherry C, Cheryl Muse, Nicolette Muse, the Muse family, and Lady Jen, and also the lovely Miss Robin Hayward and Robin Hudak. So I hope I didn't leave anybody out. If I did, blame it on my head, not my heart.
Oh, I say that.
I know. I got that from you. I stole some from you. All right.
Well, now y'all give it up for Tim Marshall.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So great to have you on here.
Thank you for putting up with me, Will.
Hey, man. You my guy.
And Dan and Kevin.
Yes.
Kyle, Kevin White.
Yes.
Thanks for the invitation to come down. And Brother Logan. I hope I didn't forget Brother Logan.
No.
Wegman's crew. I want to thank everybody from Wegmans. Too.
All right.
They're all supporting and watching this show.
And Ronald McDonald and y'all. I want to thank y'all. Wendy, I miss you. Chick-fil-A, man. I love y'all, man.
That's right.
Chick-fil-A kicking.
That's right, brother. Okay. It's all good.
We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more TriJam.
About Arby's. And Arby's. You got the meats.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I love it. Okay. Thank you.
All right, it's that time. It's time for Rock's Rant.
Hey, y'all. What's good? What's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's up, Rock? You know what?
Yo, how y'all feeling, man?
Actually, that's a good question for Will right about now.
I'm a little under the weather, man.
Oh, man, that vid done caught you again?
No, these motherfuckers is in here acting out. They've been weird as fuck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We got two people that's not here tonight. Shay and Stormy is not here tonight, and so I suggested instead of canceling the show, bring these two up because I seen them on Stormy's show because they got a lot of personality.
Them guys is hilarious.
Yeah,
them guys are hilarious.
Right? Yeah, but tonight. Yeah. Tonight it been real different in this moment.
All right.
Like I thought I'd never say this. I miss Shay. I miss Shay.
Oof.
Oh man. I love it. Listen, man, look, I got an attitude, and I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I got an attitude. There's something about me that y'all need to know.
Okay.
I'm very bougie. Very bougie.
I can tell by the bow tie.
I'm very bougie. No, but I'm a North Philly kid. Like I grew up in the hood. And I don't really got a whole lot of room to be bougie, but there's certain things I just need people to do, and I need y'all to pronounce words properly. That's all I ask.
Oh, sorry,
And
Will.
my pet peeve, I have a pet peeve word, salmon. I want you to say salmon. If you say salmon, I'm probably going to kick you in the face. You better take that L out of there. Take that L out of there. I have walked out on women on dates because they would sit there and order the salmon with asparagus. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. And I got up and walked out. Well, today, y'all know I work with people with developmental disabilities.
Right.
Yes.
And one of my favorite people is Malcolm the go-go dancer.
Right,
that's
right.
In the wheelchair.
Gotcha.
Yes. That's right. Well, today, Malcolm decided that he wanted to roast me today. And it's hard to roast somebody back that's in a wheelchair that's got developmental disabilities.
Right.
But he was cooking me today, dog. I mean, he was going in. And he's sitting in his chair and he's drooling and all of this stuff and he's cooking me. He's like, Rock. And he's like, Rockhead. I call you Rockhead. And I call him Crazy Legs. But, that's just what I call him. So he's like, Rock, what you coming here with them sneakers on? And he spit when he said it. With them sneakers on. What you got on? Brown paper bags on your sneakers, man?
Wow.
And he cracked himself up. And I'm like, I said, Malcolm, but your shoes is on the wrong foot, and you can't do nothing about it. So he's like, oh, you trying to go in on me? You can't go on me, man. Where you get that watch from, man? Where you get that watch from? He said. So he's going in on me, right? So I said, look, man, whatever. We get to talking about lunch. I say, Malk, what you having for lunch today? He said, well, I had some leftover dinners from last night. My mom, she made me salmon and some mashed potatoes. I said, no, you didn't. No, you didn't, Malcolm. No, you didn't. You better take that L out. I ain't taking nothing out. I had some salmon and some mashed potatoes. And I pushed him out of the chair. It was an impulse. It was reflexes. I pushed Malcolm out of the chair. And I said, now, stand up and say it to my face. I got to get myself together. I got to stop being this way. Salmon should not make me react that way. I shouldn't react that way, but I need people to say it. That's just a requirement of mine.
Is it
requirement of you to say salmon and not salmon?
Is it just salmon?
Dude, you got to say, I hate when people say I'm sorry for your lost. It's lost. L-O-S-S. It's not a set of keys.
Lost.
Don't say that. Yup. Happy New Year's. It's 1 year. Don't say Happy New Year's. Don't say that. Happy New Year.
What about you ever heard people say stuff in plurals, but it's not supposed to be in a plural?
Mines.
Like mines.
Which my favorite is?
Or desks.
My favorite
I had a bitch tell me I gotta buy some Descuses. I said, what?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I don't want to ever talk to you again.
I don't even know what word you're saying. Desk?
Desk.
Oh, okay.
They try to put plural on it, like Descuses.
Wow.
Descus.
Descus would be enough.
That was 3 S's.
Right.
Descuses.
My favorite thing, so the plural of shrimp is shrimp, but people say scrimpsa.
Scrimps.
So they say it wrong twice.
Go give me some shrimps.
Scrimps.
I'm gonna go give me some shrimps.
Right.
Some scrimps.
Or
Yep.
here's a favorite of mine that I hate: misconstrued. It's misconstrued.
Yeah.
It's you just found out.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, real?
It's misconstrued.
Misconstrued?
Misconstrued.
It's not misconstrued?
No.
Oh man, I've been screwing that up for years.
It is not Mr. Scrooge. It is not Mr. Scrooge.
I've been screwing
You
that up.
getting Mr. Scrooge? No, it is not Mr. Scrooge.
Misconstrued.
Misconstrued. Okay.
Yes.
That should sound wrong, but all right.
He said I Mr. Scrooge.
No. You good, man?
I'm good, man. I'm doing good. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we blessed.
Did you lose your house? You're in the car. What do you?
I had to go down to the police station because Malcolm wanted to file a report. He
had to turn himself in.
I had to put this bow tie on so that way I look like I'm not no mean person like that.
Fucked up part. You had to drive him there to press the charge.
Yeah, right. I had to pick him up, put him in the chair, and drive him to the police department so he could file a report on me.
Right.
Motherfucker out the car. I'll be right back. No, how? We leaving together.
All right, y'all. That's Rock's Rants.
Peace out, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you
too, bro.
All right, we're back from the break, y'all. This is TriJam. It's been a very rare form show.
Very, very.
It's very different.
There's so much character at this table now. So much.
It's like Looney Tunes. But yeah, it's been very interesting. We need to give some thanks. We need to first off thank our good friend. He really tolerated a lot tonight, Mr. Tim Marshall, for being on the show.
Yup.
He's a good sport, I'll say that.
And he definitely talked.
Yes, he did.
To us tonight.
Yes, he did.
He really got it out.
He really said words. He had a lot.
He had a lot of words, and he knew a lot of people.
Yes,
he did. He knew a lot of people. He even tried to shout them out after the show. Yeah, after his segment, you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, we didn't get a chance to mention it during his interview, but Tim and his co-host Larry Cotton from the R&B Showcase radio program they're featured in this book called The Philly Pop, Rock, and Rhythm and Blues, a look back at the musical history of Philadelphia. The book actually has a Hall of Notes on the cover, but they're featured prominently in this book. So it's
what page? You know what page? I think
the page number is 220.
Yeah, they had to go through a lot of motherfuckers to get to that. A lot of motherfuckers. Shout out to Tim for finally getting to page 220. Shout out to that.
The book again is Philly Pop, Rock, Rhythm and Blues, a look back at the musical history of Philadelphia, written by James Rosen. I'm going to read this little excerpt here about them.
Yeah, hold on, what? The big one or the?
It's right here.
Is it a little
excerpt? It's a picture. It has their picture.
Okay.
It says radio host Tim Marshall seated and international journalist Larry Cotton standing in the rear are heard weekly on their R&B Showcase radio show on WBZC-FM. Not anymore. They've moved radio stations. In 2013, both Marshall and Cotton were inducted into the R&B Hall of Fame.
They was?
Yeah.
And he don't sing shit.
No.
That's great.
But yeah, if you don't have this book, go grab it. You can read their page. And
220.
220.
Top of the page, y'all.
Right. So thank you to him. Also, you're an asshole, man.
It's Cam over here. Cam is just like dying.
Kevin White.
I'm trying to stop. I got to catch him. He's doing an old black man lap. I was trying to let it go when he was cracking up. Oh, God, thank you.
Oh, sorry. I had to drink some water. Also, I am what?
No, I mean that just sounds like some very good water.
Whoa. Yeah, it was good water. So also thanks to our producers Dan and Kev for sitting in here during the entire show. They moved up about 5 feet to the headline table, the talent table. You guys enjoy this?
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
Kevin's son.
I'm here held against my will.
Y'all better not believe that shit, the listeners. He drove here. Motherfucker drove here.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
This is hilarious.
Now, this has been a very special episode.
Yeah, I think Shay and Storm should take the day off more often.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Shay, when he sit here, I can't sit here no more. I feel very unprotected right
in the corner seat.
Right here, like this shit feel weird right here.
Yeah, you're only sitting there because of technical reasons.
No, I got it, but
yeah,
that spot right there was way better than this spot. Right
yeah,
this shit feel. Shay is really a linebacker. You just feel. I can't do it.
No. Well, what was the train?
Get fucking again.
What time is it?
I was just watching the episode of the
Actually,
train,
don't say that.
too.
Don't tell us what.
I was watching it earlier today, the episode of the train.
With the train?
The choo-choo.
Yeah,
the choo-choo.
Because you was trying to tell us something real, like,
serious.
Something serious about Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah.
And then the train goes
Train's
by.
choo-choo.
Yeah, that's a choo-choo train. That shit was so funny.
That's serious.
Shay didn't understand what I was talking about. He was like, the world has changed and it's different because of trains and choo-choos and stuff. But yeah. I forget who the guest was that episode, but I really don't care. I'm tired now. It's time to go home. But before we do that, we got to do this.
Well. What's going on, people?
Kevin was ready to do it.
I took a breath in. I took a deep breath.
Thank you. The spirit,
you see him move?
The spirit hit Kevin in the chest.
Knocked me off my feet.
Yeah. Grab him by the throat, Lord Jesus. All right. I want to shout out.
Kill me.
I'm trying to. Unfortunately, tonight they are not in the back. They are up front tonight.
Unfortunately.
You heard what I said. Unfortunately,
I don't
they
think
up
Will likes
front.
us.
Y'all don't like it, motherfucker.
I mean, I like doing it from the front more.
Church is over. Church is fucking over.
I couldn't help myself.
But Dan is so an asshole, but then he's funny as shit. I can't even get mad at him all the way. It's like, fuck. All right, turn it back on. All right.
Oh, shit.
Well.
Fuck it. Go ahead. I sit back and watch this time.
No. Keep going.
Well. What we have here? Back at the church, we got White Kev. Y'all give it up for White Kev today, y'all. He's back.
Thank you.
Also, next to him, sitting in his seat, another person's seat, is give it up for Detective Dan, or Deacon Dan, we like to call him as well. I know Kev, even though we have another Kev here, Kevin, y'all give it up for Kevin White, the trustee of the church. He's happy to be out of the deacon seat.
Actually, go to 4Cam and put the camera on him so you can see that he's been very comfortable this entire time.
Yeah, he just been back there looking like the drapes. Motherfucker just sitting on the couch looking like drapes in this motherfucker.
All right, bring it back.
Also, give it up for Kyle Maack, Minister of AV, which is audio and video. We really appreciate you. Unfortunately, we don't have the guest mother of the church here tonight, Stormy. She's what we can say?
Her teeth got knocked out.
Teeth got knocked out. And I thought it came from cock-a-doodle-doo, but maybe not. Maybe not. Also, the pastor is not here either. So,
well, he's here, but in Will's stomach.
All right.
What does that mean?
Cannibalism.
No. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But pastor is not here either. Tonight we have a guest speaker tonight. Pastor White Kev is going to step in for him tonight, as he stepped in for Pastor earlier for what was going on in that segment as well. So we we are very interested to see how you handle this section of the show as well. We are very I kind of really just going to get to it though, but I got some announcements.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, we had a guest on.
I just hit my face.
We had a guest speaker that was here. What is his name again? Marshall.
Tim Marshall.
Tim Marshall. Tim Marshall was here. He talked the church to sleep. I mean, he talked the church to death. Did I say that? Okay. He talked a lot. We just want to say thank you for coming. And this is a talk show. And he talked. And then he talked. And then he talked. And then after he left, he talked. But he did a good job of talking.
Yes, that's his job.
I think his classes is very long. I just want to let y'all know. I'm just thinking students are always late for the next class, for the next period in life. All right, anyway, moving right along. He came in, gave us some nice little gifts, gave us some books and stuff like that. We appreciate it.
Copies of his R&B Showcase magazine.
Yeah,
and speaking of books, you can see Tim and Larry in the Philly Pop Rock and Rhythm and Blues book.
On page 222. 220. Okay. I'll push him back too far.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. Moving right along.
You give us 2 pages.
Also, this past Sunday, trustee and pastor, guest speaker, it was Easter.
It was.
It was a day that the Lord has risen from his 3-day vacation.
What?
No, he was on vacation. He came back. He the spot he went to, I don't think we want to go. That's not a good spot to vacation. But if you know the Bible, you know he went to hell for a second, came back. But that's another story. Don't worry about that. But he's back. He came through. But speaking of Easter, it's also another person that they try to shine. It's the Easter Bunny. And apparently an Easter Bunny was at a school giving out the rotten eggs.
Right.
Giving out balloons. I would thought would be balloons if I was that age. But come to find out, it was packs of condoms inside of the eggs or whatever.
Education starting early.
Yeah, so they was teaching the kids how to put a rubber on a banana.
That's right around the time you learned the birds and the bees, though.
Yeah, so you right there. So or put the car in the garage.
First grade.
Yeah.
Or put the car in the garage. A lot of people don't remember
Rabbits
that.
and the eggs.
The rabbits and the eggs. What?
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
Rabbits and eggs.
Okay. I don't know what school he went to. But they was definitely trying to show how that bunny got that carrot. I tell you that. But also, someone tried to capitalize on that as well. It was like most times, it was fucking Bush. Didn't read the story fully and tried to use it for his campaign and look like a dick in the process of guest speaker. I can't wait.
Let's just get to it then.
But we just appreciate everybody each and every week. I'm sorry. We really appreciate each and every week listening to TriJam, watching it as well. Make sure you catch us every Wednesday at on TriJam and YouTube.
Except the
Facebook
Wednesdays that we're off.
Except for the Wednesdays that we are off. That our guest speaker, other speakers, is speaking. A lot of people want to talk tonight. I just know that. A lot of people want to talk tonight. All right, moving right along. Follow us on everything at TriJam Podcast. That's Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Black Planet, MySpace,
XNXX,
Christian Meat, Christian Mingles, all that. We on all that.
Farmers Meat.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, and we like to give out that cock-a-doodle-doo. All right, moving right along. Pastor, can you close us out? I would like to hear your version of the church.
Forgive me, Lord, for I have sinned. I may have made some bad decisions earlier, and I will continue to make them. With all hearts and minds. I don't know where to go from here.
Now,
maybe now.
No.
Grace of God.
Oh, maybe now with the grace of God.
In the sweet communion.
In the sweet communion.
Of the Holy Spirit.
Of the Holy Spirit.
Now rest rule.
What?
Now rest rule. Now rest rule.
Now
rest. Rest. Oh, can't say rest.
I don't have that word in my vocabulary.
It's like Shay's right here.
Now rest rule.
And abide with each of us.
What?
And abide.
Oh, and abide.
With each of us.
Each of us.
In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Can you say
henceforth, now, and forevermore?
Now forevermore.
Now and forevermore.
Let the Church of TriJam say amen.
Let the Church of TriJam say amen.
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 All right, folks, that's our show.
I
think.
This is going for the books.
I don't know what just happened.
It's been a blur. Tune in next week. I think we'll still be here. We'll see you then later. Bye.
Bye.